The MakeDynamic Attachment adds simulation to the rig, giving the animator more control during animation. Each node can only hold one MakeDynamic Attachment instance. Adding a MakeDynamic to a node applies simulation properties only to that node's rig parts. MakeDynamic works by creating a curve with its CVs attached to each of the rig's original joints. It then creates a hair simulation system for that curve, followed by creating a new dynamic joint chain that follows the simulated curve. Skinning joints are joints marked by Arise as joints that should be skinned to the character. Not all joints created by Arise are skinning joints. Arise automatically transfers the skinning joints tag from the original joints to the new dynamic joints created by the attachment. If you wish to keep the skinning joints tag on the original joints, untick this checkbox. You can visually differentiate the original joint chain from the dynamic joint chain by coloring them. The Dynamic Joints table attribute lists the node's original skinning joints, allowing MakeDynamic to create a simulation joint for each of them. The second column specifies the parent of each simulation joint. Usually, you won't need to modify this attribute, as Arise efficiently manages it using information stored on the node. The SimControl parent attribute lets you select an existing controller next to which the new simulation controller will be placed, and the SimControl offset attribute allows you to set the distance between the two. You will notice the attachment has an outgoing connection plug on its shape. That connection point will be at the tip of the simulation joints chain. For example, if the arm has a MakeDynamic attachment, you will want the fingers node to be connected to the attachment outgoing plug. To support collisions, create and connect a nucleus node to the simulation system. After creating a nucleus node, select it from the Connect to Nucleus attribute, and it will connect on the next rebuild. After connecting the nucleus, create a collider by generating a simple mesh and converting it to a passive collider in the Encloth menu under Effects. If you added MakeDynamic to an already skinned rig, you will want to transfer the skinning from the original joints to the simulation joints. Arise facilitates this with the Transfer Weights tool. Select the joints currently skinned in the first column and the simulation joints in the second column, then press Transfer Weights. The animator can activate the simulation and control its behavior from the attributes found on the newly created SimControl. Descriptions of each attribute on the controller can be found in the MakeDynamic documentation online or within Arise. The order of attachments on the node is important. For example, if you add a follow skeleton attachment, which creates a single connected joint chain for use in game engines, and position it after the MakeDynamic attachment, this ensures that the node joints drive the simulation joints and the simulation joints drive the follow skeleton joints. You can change the order of the attachments of the same category by right-clicking on them to move them up or down.